All right, my Patreon friends, I am back again with another exclusive video just for y'all. And this is going to be a short one today because we still have to film for the next drop, which is going to be all things Katsuhiro Otomo and Satoshi Kon. And of course, per usual, you guys will get most of it here first. There's a couple things I still have to go pick up over the next couple days before we do the live sale on YouTube. So sorry, you might miss out on a couple things, but almost everything we have all organized. We're gonna shoot a video, we're gonna post it here for you guys. But last summer, I had the pleasure of going to the Erostica Rockin' Jelly Bean 20th anniversary of his film posters event. It was held in Shinjuku at Beams, and they have a great gallery there, and they have a great like kind of show floor there and everything. And it's 20 posters over 20 years of the greatest movie posters that never happened. This was the poster for the event. I picked one of these up, which I have. I also have some signed Keiko Kamen versus Cutie Honey posters, signed and numbered, which are not on the website yet, but God, I got to get them up there. They're just such a pain to take photos of because they're so big and they're sealed. But I've been holding on to those for about 3 years now. I've had the pleasure of meeting Jelly a few times, which is what everyone refers to him here as, Jelly, not Rockin' Jelly Bean, not RJB, but just Jelly. This is a little timeline of all the posters that he did since 2004 up to 2024 when this exhibition was held. And the cool thing is you get these little sketches, the character design that he did to make the posters, and then he gives you the story, the background of the movie, whether it was a real movie or a fake movie, most of the time fake movies, but I know I've seen some of the, Faster Pussycat Kill 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 or Kill Bill or other real movie posters that he did not do officially. They were just for fun. I'm a big fan of his stuff. There is a shop over in Nakano Broadway that sells, they usually always have like 2 or 3 Rockin' Jelly Bean posters, but dang, they're always overpriced and expensive. Bikini Snatch Monster, hell yeah. And then we get the background story. I had about 10 of these at one point after the exhibition, but this is the last one I have, and it is in my personal collection, my friends. El Rockin' Jelly Bean versus Zombies. A few of these posters I've owned in the past, and a couple I've seen around recently, but dang, again, you're looking at, it depends on the poster, but the really nice ones, $1,000 to $2,000. The little bit less popular ones, around $300 to $500. It just depends on the poster and how cool it is and how much demand there is for it, I guess. Pussycat on Motorcycles. I like this Karate Elvis. The best Elvis is Karate Elvis. Well, also Fat Elvis in that white suit with the sunglasses sweating up a storm. High on perks. Super Foxy, Fake Foxy Brown. Music by Soul Crap. Okay. Mondo. Erostica. Yeah, I'm not hanging these up in my house. My kids would probably get bummed. Rockin' Jelly Bean on set. Platoon of Big Tits. Me So Horny. Nice. And yeah, in the background there, I think she may be the one that is so horny. Miami Werewolf. I'll make a point of getting Brandon to take photos of those posters and getting them up on the website for y'all. At least to take a look at. They're pretty sick. The Keiko Kamen. If you watch videos of my shop, you've probably seen it in the background. Although we try not to get it in the background too much because there are lots of boobies. Frostica the 13th. The Switchblade Surfers. I've seen this one, but I've never owned this one. It's a great poster though. I owned Roller Boogie Night, but I sold it to a tattoo artist who shall not be named for some cash. It was a spendy one, my friends. Skibon Baby, which is based off of the Skibon Deca series. Of course, high school gangs, but the Skibon Deca, there's a bunch of Skibon series actually, but the Skibon Deca series is more tokusatsu. It's actually about a high school girl detective that kicks ass with the yo-yo, but there's always girl gangs in the Skibon series. Thrash the Zombies. I've seen this one in the wild, have not owned it. Mistress of the Galaxy. Nice. This looks a lot like one of the Rockin' Jelly Bean girls too. I wonder if she was the model for it. Monster Wreckin' Mash. It's sick. It's a classic Japanese monster. God, I can't remember the film that that dude first appeared in. Like the six-eyed cat monster. And then these are a bunch of goods that he's produced over the years. Jackets, figures, nunchaka, rings, toys. I do not know why there's a Japanese sword in there, because owning a sword in Japan falls under the Firearms and Sword Act, which makes them illegal. You have to have a license to own a sword in Japan. That's from the Meiji Restoration, a law that was passed to remove samurai from the hierarchy. Yes, I was a history major. Takahashi Yoshiki wrote this little thing, but I like it down here. He's like an art director and a Satanist. Satanist. He looks like a nice Satanist though. He's got a nice, nice smile to him. And then 20 movie posters that never happened, a bunch of ones that we did not see. The Roger Rabbit one is amazing. There's a variation of the Boogie Nights. The Kill Bill one goes for about $2,000 now, if you can find it. I saw one at a shop, but it had a big not for sale sign on it. I owned Killer Condom before, but not the director's cut one, but this one. More Skibon, The Dead Don't Die. God, I really want one of these Chucky ones. I've seen this one. I've never seen the Child's Play 2 one before. Same with the Guardians of the Galaxy one, would be pretty dope to own. And I own Back to the Future one, but I sold that and I regret it because it's such a good poster. But when we were first starting out here, my friends, it was just me and I had to make some money, my friends. And there is, well, not just boobies, but there's the man himself. I've never seen his face. I've met him 4 times, never seen his face. Even walked by the gallery when he was setting up, because it was right across the street from my house, a gallery that used to be there. And I was peeking in while they're setting up, and I could see him in the back in there, but I could not see his face. It's a dang shame. And that, my fine friends, is the Rockin' Jelly Bean Erostica greatest movie posters that never happened. And thank you for being here on the Patreon. Always appreciate the support, my friends, and I will get you that drop this week. Katsuhiro Otomo and Satoshi Kon books. Until then, mate ne.